What's going on, everyone? If you can't already tell by the title or by the opening jet clip here, what you're going to be seeing is some jet highlights I've been getting recently. For the most part, I still consider myself, slightly above average in jets. I'm still need big improvement in dogfighting, but it'll come with experience, I guess. I find I do lose a lot of good battles with better pilots. But what you're going to see here is taking out choppers, taking out tanks, and taking out average pilots is no problem for me. I have great fun doing it. As long as the other jet pilot isn't really good, I notice I can dominate a rush match myself. Like this one here, I think I went, 15-0 to start. Some of these guys weren't that great, but no lobby's going to be full of great players all the time. Take advantage of it while you can, I guess. But yeah, what you're going to be seeing is basically jet highlights for this. Hope you guys enjoy it, but basically I've been getting into jets more recently because of the nerfing that DICE recently did in the latest update to choppers. I've always been a bigger fan of choppers than jets, but I've been playing with jets a lot more recently because of the nerfing of choppers. My main problem with the update is, the fact that they took away flares for the gunner seat. But to be perfectly honest with you, that wouldn't be that big of an issue for me if they'd kept below radar in, because I felt taking below radar out sort of punishes the skilled pilots. If you're able to fly below radar, you shouldn't be penalized for your skill in being able to fly below the point where they're able to target you. The buff to stingers and the buff to other anti-air measures sort of made choppers really entirely weak and irrelevant, especially when you're full of a lobby with engineers or guys using like the third seat in tanks, jets, or other choppers. Because it seems as if with no gunner flares or another countermeasure besides maybe your ECM, the second you use your ECM and two guys have a lock on you, you might as well bail out. You're done. Normally in the past you'd be able to fly below radar. In that case you'd be able to break the lock, get your ECM back, and you go back to wreaking havoc on the other team. But that's just simply not an option anymore, because once you use your ECM, if two guys are locked, that's it. Like I said already before, like a couple seconds ago, you might as well bail out. And I don't feel that's a fair compromise. I do feel DICE nerf choppers a little bit too much. Or at least, if you're willing to take the hit, you better be able to really get down and repair it quick. I can kind of see why they tried to do it. I mean, putting it this way, you need fair team play. Like, if you had good jet pilots, say in Conquest, your two jets are able to keep off the other two jets and hopefully take the other chopper out of the equation. Allows you to go get some freedom. At least that's what I've been seeing in a lot of great YouTubers out there when they play as clan matches. Great teamwork wins it. Having good jet pilots help you to stay in the air is beneficial. But me myself, I play a lot in random matches with random people, just public lobbies. Sometimes I won't even play with my regular friends or clan buddies. I'll just play just me solo with randoms, and I notice a lot of the time I have extreme trouble staying in the air because the randoms, they have no clue what the hell they're doing. But yeah, I do feel choppers were nerfed a little bit too much. They should have, if they were going to keep gunner, I think they should have done one of two things. Either keep below radar in so the skilled pilots can stay below radar and keep themselves in the air long, or they should have kept gunner flares on and then taken out below radar. One of the two would have been nice. Taking out both is pretty much suicide, especially in any armored kill maps, because 90% of the players are going to be running with engineer. So obviously the stingers are going to be out. The guys that aren't able to take out the AC-130 with the stingers will immediately target you. So other than that, with the update itself, I haven't had many issues with it. I have switched my gun loadouts a bit. Like the M16A3 I haven't used much anymore. I've been using the G3A3, the AUG-A3, and the M416. Those are probably my three favorites. For the assault, the engineer, I used the SG553. And for the sidearms, I've been using the Rex and the 44 mag. No longer use my favorite M93, but hey. The mark of a great player is being able to adjust to whatever circumstances are thrown at you. For those out there that simply say the M16A3 was nerfed, this game's unplayable, that's just because you're not very good at making adjustments, so you're actually more of the inferior player. But hey, this is me getting greedy. You'll see a couple clips in here of me getting greedy in jets. And well, that's all I really have to say. Enjoy the rest of the highlights. Kind of losing my voice. See you later.
Hostile tank spotted. Over. Helicopter spotted. Over. I've spotted an enemy jeep. Over.